your estate to real estate. It's Money Matters with Dino.
I've been doing it all right now as, under my social security number.
As a sole proprietor.
As a sole proprietor
Okay.
on my Schedule C.
Right.
And I've been told that it's just a really dumb idea that I need to create a corporation or an LLC, and I don't know which one I should do and what the difference is.
Sure. How long have you been operating as a sole proprietor?
For about 7 years now.
About 7 years now. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it is a good idea to consider forming a legal entity, whether it's a corporation or an S corporation or a limited liability company. Before we kind of start going through the implications of either scenario, it's probably a good idea to just get a sense of your business in terms of how much income you're earning, what your expenses are, and that will help us kind of make a decision of what is the best entity for you.
Sure.
So why don't we first start with how much revenue are you generating in your business?
So I'm between
approximately.
Yeah, I'm between $200,000 and $300,000 a year.
Okay. And typically, what are your expenses? So what are your kind of main operating expenses that you?
Well, so I'll have some marketing expenses,
Right.
And that's starting to drop a little bit because I'm doing a lot more of the blogging and social media type stuff. So I'm
Right.
not having to do as much direct mail and
Okay.
older school type stuff.
Right. Do you have employees? Do you contract people out for services that you're providing?
I don't officially have any employees.
Okay.
I do 1099
Okay.
people when I have needs that need to be met.
Okay. Got it. And do you have an office? that you use, or do you work from home? How do you generally operate?
Both. I mean, I
Okay.
have an office, but it seems like I do quite a bit from home.
Okay. Have you been taking this home office deduction on your sole proprietorship before?
I have, and that's, again, another question or concern I had. I've been told that it's really kind of a hot button for the IRS and
Sometimes, yeah.
could cause an audit.
Okay. All right. So it seems like your profit is pretty reasonably high if your expenses are relatively low, since it's mostly a consulting related business.
Right.
You don't really have any fixed costs, a lot of manufacturing costs or whatever it may be. So, it probably would make it probably be a good idea to consider forming an S corporation, which is a legal entity, an IRS designated entity. An S corporation essentially is, instead of you operating as a sole proprietor through your individual name and reporting everything on your Schedule C, you're operating through this separate legal company, which
Right.
you then report all your activity on a separate return. And that has numerous advantages. The primary advantage is that you can reduce some self-employment taxes, you can reduce some of your audit exposure, you can set up various retirement vehicles through your business that will help you reduce your taxes. So that's something that we could consider, as we kind of continue the conversation.